All right. I'll wait a little bit for people to get on the stream. But I have loaded the game. We're all set. We're all ready. This. Old map has to have some use at some point, right? It's got to. At some point. But I believe, so we looked here. These symbols don't. Well. We'll just. I'll stop breaking my promise. We'll just wait here for a little bit. Touch that. Couple more minutes, and then we'll get started whether people have jumped on or not. It is, of course, very likely you've noticed that I've been uploading a lot more, a lot more. I'm catching up on games that I should have caught up on a long time ago. If nothing else, a lot of them are just streamed games that I broke up. But I'm also, of course, regularly uploading for my normal non-streamed series. The next part of We Happy Few should be up tomorrow morning, I believe. And then we also will have another, at least probably 1 or 2 parts of Simulacrum. Alright, we're just going to get started. I don't need to load anything. We've loaded. Okay. So last time we had made our way, we found this new location actually, the cemetery. And we found several things here. And so we made our way here. Now, the current sticking point is this. We go here. We look down here. And read this. This person talks about this. The registers of this and similar crypts. So basically, people with this Ouroboros ring showed up and they were demanding to know where a particular tomb was. And he said that he's not the kind of person to give, to believe things like they're descended from witches, and also not that he would feel like he needs to respect them or whatever. So he said that what he did was he put the registers of this and similar crypts separate from the others and put them in a secret section under the steps of the cemetery building, which they last visited. Oh, this might be the key, which they last visited. So it may not be this building. It's the last cemetery building that they visited, I think. Maybe. Interesting. Okay. So let's... Hey, DKS, what's going on? Long time no see, man. How you doing? Welcome to my stream for however long you can be here, whether you just are saying hi or you stick around for longer. Good to see you, man. I think there was a reference to the Ouroboros somewhere, and I don't remember where now. Was that back at the cabin? That might have been back at the cabin. Okay. Let's see if... because I'm pretty sure it's not in Clarkfield's notes. Could be. Could be, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's not. But let's look just in case. Not this. This is the Edward... well, is Edwin Pickwin? I don't think he mentions the Ouroboros ever in his poem. Yeah, no. He does not. Whoops. Okay. This talks about his childhood and then finding his mansion and something else. What does he say after that? So about the house. Started getting to know Ivar Bergen. Yep. And then... oh yeah, he decided to restore things in his house. That's right. But there's no Ouroboros reference in here. So... oh. Well, great. That's awesome, man. I'm happy things are going well for you. Congratulations once again. I've already done this a couple of times, but congratulations on your marriage and your kiddo and everything. Congratulations. That's awesome. I feel really happy for you. That's a big step in life. A lot of people are not ready for that, so it's really cool that you're doing that. That's awesome. This is about the burrows in the or under the house, not the ring and the Ouroboros symbol. Yeah, I'm positive we got to go back to the cabin. Let's just do that. I'm positive we have to go back to the cabin to get more info on that. Yes, we're going to go to the cabin. Hopefully nobody's here. Only one time, but one time there were people here and it was very dangerous. But I think we're okay. Now, let's see. Wait, did I ever look at this more closely? Oh no, you can't really. I thought maybe this mirror or glass behind the lamp might be important, but nah, I don't think so. Ouroboros. Up here, maybe? Actually, it could be back at Clarkfield's residence, maybe in one of those secret back rooms. That's possible. It's possible. Not likely, I think, still, but very definitely possible. Searching. Latin is confusing. Talks about the books, the Primitiva, and so on. Nothing about the Ouroboros there. Or a snake or whatever. Sacrifice. Last month of age. Crypts below a tomb, which seems very old cemetery. Prohibited. Interments have been prohibited some time ago. After which his tomb is registered the name of Samuel William Poor. So lives on sleep, turning back. Mr. Kerr's only matter of time. The one. Yeah, not yet. That's not. This is just that thing talks about Pleiades, but it might reference. Now does the talisman have a meaning? Let's see. Make a talisman. Passage. Doesn't include Ouroboros reference though. Probably not. Probably not then. Yeah, nothing right now. Hey, Monster, how you doing? I'm doing well. Welcome to the stream. Sorry I didn't notice you sooner. I get really absorbed in the game and I don't always remember and turn, so. Oh, no. Okay, cool. Very good. Well, yeah, that's awesome. It's never too late. You're right. That's right. I mean, that's a great example of that, right? People, like, let's say, who are widowers or widows, later, you know, they're like in their 70s or 80s or something, they remarry. So it's remarrying in their case often, but still, yeah, it's never too late to marry. That's right. And also, of course, at least to a certain point, it's never too late to start a family. I mean, you know, there are obviously physical concerns like where, you know, a woman goes through menopause or something. And there's also stuff like maybe you're just too feeble physically. You can't really lift your kid off the ground or whatever anymore. But I mean, still. Yeah, I don't think this... I mean, this is ritual stuff. But I don't think this is going to mention enough with the Ouroboros to help us. Okay. Nothing else in here. That is only about that trip to the jungle. So that's not... doesn't have anything with the Ouroboros there. Maybe in this top room over here, there might be. Again, this Ouroboros stuff, though, it seems like there was one... I think there was like one reference or something to it was all. I don't remember there being all that much, so let's see. Moving rapidly, water damage maps, cabinet storage. Okay, they put the maps away so they wouldn't get damaged more. Tower belonged to Foot called the author Northwood Mountains long ago. Started place within a few days. No, not that. This is about the wooden sculptures and the Versailles. Still don't see references. Yeah. Still no references to the Ouroboros. And like I said, I don't actually have that much confidence that we're gonna find it here. I feel like it might. It's an obscure reference, so I feel like it could be very easily at Nolder's office, or it could be in Clark Field's place, and like I said, some of those back more hidden rooms that you don't find until later. I do not get anything new with this either, so we'll just go to the letters again. But again, I don't know that we're going to find anything with this, right? Okay, so disappearance of Mr. R. Mr. FE is going to send the mail to Mr. Kerwin. Uncomfortable because of the start of the domestication suburbs. Arrested, reasons publicly. So it's the Gabonese soldiers, yep. Or sailors, I mean, not soldiers. And don't see a reference to Mr. R. We arrived at the house, no trace. Residing. Okay, still nothing there. That's the first one. Second one. Discovery scheduled notes. Very noticeable, very ancient still. Copy from a more ancient source. Drawings of the forced parchment seem particularly attractive and confusing. Meaning this, at first when you inspect the notes I've added, it will be clear that the sign... Oh, here we go. I think the sign with an Ouroboros around it serves as a key or source for the others. Still no, though. Even though it's the Ouroboros, huh? Okay. So we thought it was noteworthy that the people had the ring with the snake, the Ouroboros on it, and yet we have this, the Ouroboros, which is what the ring has, and it's not meaningful, huh? Let me just highlight more, but I am a little surprised that did not do. And then this starting with this and going down farther. 3, 4, 5. Now, so none of those yet. That's very surprising to me. Travel short, won't back until then. Discoveries in the book you sent, we best leave this until the next conversation. And again, oh, I don't know if I've examined that recently. We did before. Yeah, no, okay. And again, this he just says, somebody's coming back on this date, but we don't know where and we don't know who. This is someone's date of return to their residence, but who will return where? Yeah. Okay, so is that the only reference to the Ouroboros then? Because that is kind of why I was looking here. Lying in the sand, one mile north of the last dug up. This is all, I think this is all stuff in like Egypt or Algeria or something, like North Africa. The city was lying buried in the sand 1 mile northwest of the location we last dug at. And I don't think so. Let's do this. But I don't think there's anything here because I think this is in Africa. Yeah. Okay. Is buried in the sands. We noticed when we excavated the city. The legends have great influence. We uncovered it in 2 weeks of exhausting work. Skeletons appeared not on. Found parts which contain pictures and some hieroglyphs in the cave was most likely used as a library. Sections of the book look like they are about necromancy and sorcery. One parchment in particular is very exciting because there's some sections that look like the Voynich manuscript, which is thought to be related to the Botanic. Okay. In some buildings, stained low altars have really exciting symbols on them greet the eye. Inside the buildings with these low altars, it is apparent that at one time the walls were adorned with colorful petroglyphs. Don't think any of this either, and I'm pretty sure I've already tried this before, but whoops. Let's do it. Yeah. Okay, desert's not as suspicious as it seemed. It sounds Marco Polo. Some nights speech and music were heard. Successful attempt to squeeze the image and immersing thoughts. Step of the way, examine a bit. Yeah, so nothing on the Ouroboros here either. Oh, this is what we just read. Sorry, third one. I thought we were the second before. Okay, fourth one. Hope you're all right. Happily, the EB problem has been resolved. The little building in the garden. I thought this was Clarkfield's residence, but this might actually be the grave or the cemetery. EB? So that's all he knows from that. Okay. Says we couldn't take that old food's house in ordinary ways. He's the last and most direct solution. Now JD is residing there. I'm sure you'll want to join the examination. Communicating with, please use that. So EB and JD. So JD also know? No, okay. And we found a palanquin where there contains some objects. Kind of keys. Yeah, okay. And the last one. Prayers, Rogers, and part of the notification. Yeah, okay. So nothing on those either, despite the fact that there was the mention of the Ouroboros. So now I need to know where else we talk about the Ouroboros. Maybe Clarkfield's residence? Maybe. I don't think I... Let's see. This is not the Ouroboros, right? I mean, I don't think this is even an attempt at a symbol for it. Yeah, I don't think that's right. I don't think we have that there. And all this other stuff... There's not an Ouroboros on this. They're definitely like astrological symbols, but no Ouroboros. That. Yeah, okay. I guess that's it. I don't... Whoops, not what I meant. I want to back out. That's what I want. Yep, alright. So I guess... Trying to think. Okay, in there was a blank page, but I don't think there was anything else other than the paint thinner that we used earlier. Down below, there's the map case, which we already got a map from, and we're not interacting with anymore. It won't let us, so I think we're done with that. We already got the clay from the back of that one statue, and we got that imprint we have on the paper I just was examining. So we already got that. You go down farther. I already looked at the old rifles, and that's where I got the putty. And I looked inside the electrified fence, like turned it off and then looked inside and saw that something had been there, but don't know what it is. Across from there is the guy that's a prisoner, and he told us some things that kind of relate to whatever, and then we were done with him. Across from his cell, if we took the candle, we found Clarkfield's coat and got more keys from him, and something else. I don't remember what the other thing was. And that was it there. And then all the way down at the end was the person we talked to once that we're not talking to anymore. So I think we're done in here. Like, I don't think, I mean, outside, whatever, I think we're done. In the kitchen is just the pot that had the paint thinner, or where we put the paint thinner to thin out the paintbrush. And we ended up getting something else from there, and then I think that's it. Alright, so I don't think... Yes. Maybe go to Loaf Nolder's office? Could be. Let's go... I don't remember. He has a news article. I don't think he has anything else, though, that reflects that. Yeah, I don't think we're going to find anything here. Let's go to Clarkfield's place. Okay, references to the Ouroboros. It's not gonna be in here. I don't believe, because this is just a. I mean, I know it's just a newspaper article, but I don't think there's. I think there's literally nothing in it for us, right? Let's see. He heard the gunshots. A reflection of those rifles we found elsewhere, but apparently we don't draw the connection. Yeah, we never got anything from that before either. And then here, there's supposed to be an eclipse of the sun, and people are saying that that has religious significance, and things related to that, but I don't see any reference to a snake or an Ouroboros. Like I said, I didn't think there would be any, but you never know. Okay, so nothing else in here, I don't think. Okay, so I want to check this back room here. This door's jammed, or not jammed, but blocked, so we have to go around. And once we have examined that, if we still not found what we want, then I guess we'll go up to the study, I guess. I have a lot of hope for that, but so this is the thing that blocks near the door near the living room. That's right. Alchemical projects, ancient books, wouldn't have expected to find such objects here, yeah. This up here is nothing, I guess. Okay. There is this, but again, this doesn't have an Ouroboros or a snake on it, so I don't know. These signs look like letters to me. If so, I have never seen such an alphabet, yeah. That was while I was clicking the candle, so I think it's just this whole thing is all the one message. Okay. So for now, I think we're done with this. We'll come back. I'm sure we'll end up using that at some point. At least it's definitely possible we will. I don't know that we will for sure, but it's definitely at least a possibility of some kind. Grinder, materia, as far as I know, means material in Latin. Yep. And these lekythos like ceramics have metallic covers, but there's not really. Yeah. Okay. So not there. Looking here again. Again, newspaper article. Probably not gonna have what we need. But let's see. Ghouls again. 3 weeks after the previous attempt at the city cemetery last night, new diggers again stopped by the cemetery watchman, Gregor Thomas. We did not have a GT. There was an EB, and there was a J something? I don't think it was JD, but I thought there was like a J something. That doesn't, anyway, no matter what, that does not match Gregor Thomas, right? So that's not the same person. Dog, yeah. So no reference to the Ouroboros with that. No. Nothing there. This other letter. Why did I close that? That's not what I meant. Click the wrong thing. You look down at the garden from the upper story windows. You can see the low stone platforms and footpaths form a geometric pattern. To be overlooked by the casual observer and only be apparent to someone possessing esoteric knowledge like ourselves. Talks about the structures connecting and so on. Said that took me this much time to notice the shape, and only had okay. According to my research, the house was built Roman architecture. Okay, no references there. Cleaned, heard talking. Person, blah, 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 blah. Moths again. Yeah. Nothing there. J.O. I don't think is on the other letters, right? Yeah. Okay. So nothing there. Oh. I don't think there's anything here I want to look at. There's this, but this is again just those letters. No Ouroboros symbol. There's like a drawing of an animal. There's like anatomical stuff over there. There's, you know, eventually, oh, was it? Yeah, I don't think we're going to get what we need that way. We go here. It's this map and the eye, or not map, but this eye symbol, right? But I don't see, first of all, I don't. Is this the Ouroboros symbol, maybe? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like, though, this is probably wrong. That is, it's probably not going to give us any more information and help move us forward. We'll go up to the study, maybe. But I don't remember. I thought I remembered Ouroboros being like a conversation the guys at the cabin would have had, not something here. But it is possible. There's something readable paper. There's possible something here references it. I just don't remember seeing something that did. Nothing on the table, right? Still, yeah. Like every time, I just check because I have to check. I'm like addicted to checking or something. Okay. These all just tie to the recordings he's done. I don't believe he mentions Snake even there at all, let alone Ouroboros. I can't think of anything else in here I would use to look that up. I don't believe there are any papers or anything over there is the thing, so it's not going to be helpful in looking at this more. Yeah, let's go to Lothar Older's office. But I don't think we're going to find anything here, but it doesn't hurt to stop by. Excuse me. Do not see. There's this. I don't know. I don't think any of this ever worked. Like, I could never highlight it, I don't think, when I tried. Possibly some part of the prehistoric underground. No. There's the paper here, but we don't. I mean, the paper doesn't do us any good. We already used the paper. There's no point. This might have an Ouroboros in it. It's possible. I don't remember it having it, but it could. It's definitely possible. Yeah, I've used the bathroom and then read this when I get back. Reread it. Because obviously we've read some. We have this underlined at the bottom. So. Okay, so natural phenomenon occurs every year. Strong winds, horrible rumbling, spray dust in small pieces. Blah 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 blah. Earthquake zone. Gravitation of an easy blade, so it's very fertile. Okay, so this is all that stuff about wind laps. That doesn't have anything to do with Ouroboros or anything, though. Time strange disappearances start to occur. Start an uncomfortable plateau. Yeah, there's curse. Yather. The next morning, fearful was what they saw, including a fate abducted with the town. Very deep cave. Don't think this is anything. I think I've already looked at this before. All this does relate to the smacking on the ground that somebody else did. I don't believe that's, yeah. Nothing particularly interesting. So, I don't think so. Yeah, we had these. But nothing else. Yeah. Nothing else there. Dead. Near dusk. Seems like it's always near dusk when we go out and about doing stuff. We can't wait until it's, nice and bright out or anything. Because that would be the intelligent thing to do. Why do we need intelligence? We're only investigating. Only detective, but whatever. Nothing else on that. Hey, what's new, pussycat? Yeah, don't know. So right now, we have this. I'll show you. Well, let's go back here. So I don't know if you caught up, Fofox, the last time we played. If you did, if you were here, then you know. And if you weren't, then briefly catch you up. We ended up finding a new location. So we have this map, right? We have these different locations we had found. We had marked quite a while ago, right? We finally read in a myths or the history of the Wells Myth area, so this whole general region, we finally found a reference saying that wolf spray, or we had found a reference saying wolf spray was the old name. The new name is called wind laps. So in going to look at wind laps, we eventually ended up finding a reference to a cemetery that was located in Windlaps. So then we go, oh, now we know where the cemetery is. So this is where those cultists, whatever you want to call them, kind of gathered. So there was like Ivar Bergen, Clark Field joined them later, right? There was another guy. What was his name? Can't remember his name. He's in the notes, though. Oh, yeah, it's going to be actually in one of these, I believe. Let's see. This one? It's this one or the next one, I think. Where you talk about... Not this one. Maybe it's the second one. There's one where he talks about somebody else, too. I don't remember what the other guy's name was. It was Clarkfield and then somebody else. I don't know. Anyway, there's another guy that had kind of been part of the group as well. He's like identified by name. Anyway, a bunch of them showed up here. So if we go here, we have this kind of, what do we call it, like management building, effectively. This is pretty much like the vault where they have all the records and everything. So we're looking for, so if you go in here, these registers do not have the name we're looking for. The name we're looking for is Samuel Poor, P-O-E-R. And his name doesn't appear in there. There are P's, but there's no P-O-E-R. So his record is missing. Well, if we go over here into this room and come over here and look down this little loose set of, like this loose set of boards or whatever, it's kind of like a lid made of boards. Anyway, move that and you have this. And in here, he says that the registers of this, so Samuel Poor, and similar crypts were separated from the others, put into a secret section under the steps of the cemetery building, which they last visited. They, I think, meaning Ivan Berg and all that. And we're trying to find a couple of things. We're trying to find... So the guys that, when they showed up, they had a ring inscribed with a snake figure biting its own tail, which is what an Ouroboros is. So I'd gone back to the cabin. That's why I was returning here. I'd gone back to the cabin and elsewhere looking for more clues about an Ouroboros. I only found one. It was in the cabin. When I underlined it, he did not take special note of it. So even though we as the players, once again, we as the players have identified something that ties snake figure here, Ouroboros over there, same thing, these are the same people, you know, we've drawn that tie. He says he doesn't find it interesting. So, okay. So the Ouroboros looks like, or the snake figure looks like, at least right now, it's kind of a dead end. Not a dead end. It's a path that's run into an iceberg and it'll melt later, however you want to say that. So we might get more information later and then be able to do more with that. But for now, we're kind of stuck where we are. Okay. But this also, right? But he says the registers of this and similar crypts are separate from the others and put into a secret section under the steps of the cemetery building, which they last visited. So this is some random cemetery building that they visited, I guess. I thought it was this building initially, but he says the cemetery building they visited, which tells me, it's now that I reread that and notice that, tells me this is probably some place out here, but I still don't know how I identify where I need to go to look for that stuff. And this is still locked. So unless I at some point find a key or something for this, we're not going to be able to look back here for any kind of clues. And you cannot go over to the left here. There is no arrow. You can never push, you know, there's no way to get over there. So we either do the left side, but not the right side. If we do the left side, okay, but that's locked. So we don't have, I believe I've tried every key. Well, maybe not my car key. But I mean, I'm pretty much sure I've tried every single key and it didn't work. Yeah, see, because we don't even have like a highlighted part of this. So this isn't going to interact with it, which means that literally we're going to do nothing to open that. And I don't think, I've been down here, he doesn't want to go into the forest right now. I don't, yeah, let's keep switching character, which is strange. Anyway, I don't think we ever found anything on the walls either. I'm pretty sure I examined these pretty thoroughly, but let's go again. Yeah. So, yeah, he doesn't want to enter the forest right now. I don't remember seeing anything on any of these walls. So, I don't know. I don't know. We definitely need to find more information, but I don't know where we can look. Now, if I go back out here, see, I don't see any way of like looking under these steps. So that's yet another indicator that the steps he was referring to probably are not the steps from this building, right? Otherwise, we should have some way of at least examining the steps if nothing else, right? But that's not a thing. So I don't think it's here. Yeah, you cannot climb. Nope. There's no, like, you can only move. See how the arrows, like the indicators like this? And then if I go down, when it switches to that, then I can move or act or something, right? So if I go back over to the walls, let's say here, I cannot go up. Okay, now I go one more time because there's fence over here. Oh, I thought I could examine it before, maybe not even that. Anyway, yeah, so I can't, it won't let me go up and over at all. This is as high up as it lets my mouse go. It like blocks me from going higher. So definitely not reaching the wall from there. And if I go here, the only thing I have is trying to open the door, and then he says they're locked. So at least for here, I think no. I think the answer is we're not going to be able to do that. There are the left and right ways here, and I don't know really going to find. I've already been through here, but it's possible I missed something. It's always possible, of course. See, some of these, I think it, for me, like, because I'm the one in control, I think it's important for me to remember this here, even though it's to the side of the gate, I think this is just a large hitbox for the gate. So I think this actually would be considered leaving this section, going back out to that intersection out there. So that I don't think is what we want to do. In fact, I'll confirm it just to see. Okay, so I go here. Yeah, and then see he goes back out. Thinks we don't get to stay in there. So that's not what we want. Some of this stuff's too far away, and it won't let me advance to examine it more closely. There's this, stands out some, right? But the thing is, I cannot approach it. So I can't examine it any more closely. And then he says the steps of the building they left or whatever it was, or the building they visited, but like I can't, so if I do this, he just says it's a huge place, probably won't find anything. I will probably find nothing without knowing where I'm going and why. So this is the thing. So I need apparently very specific directions for where to go in the cemetery in order to. But see, here's this. So according to the Watchman's notes, these people were wearing black rings on which there was a snake figure biting its own tail. I was trying to think, so the reference we saw to the Ouroboros was in like one of those letter slots in the upper room of the cabin, but since I was reading, I don't think I can even get anything out from this. Not to mention, like, how do I put the book I'm currently reading in my inventory if it's not like a special book like this one or something? Other than that, I don't think you can. I could just get some random book that I'm reading in or letter that I'm reading in somebody else's place, and just grab it and be like, or like just use it and think about it. I don't think that's the thing. I think you have to actually grab it, and that doesn't help. And it's the same if we go on the other side. Just go across here. Same difference. Same thing. I mean, it's possible though, right? That there is some difference. Like it's possible that I'll find the secret stash or something of kind of a not really. I thought for a second this is kind of a face, but no. Thought, well, if it stands out, maybe that's important or something. But I don't think. I think it's just a trick of the display. I very quickly saw it as a face, and then afterwards was like, no, actually, never mind. Huge place. We'll go without knowing where he's going and why. So nothing here. That's just leaving, I think, right? Yeah, not leaving, but like going next to the entrance to the next one will be leaving. So not that. Yeah, I don't know. Like I keep looking like at the ground and on the edges by the door frames and stuff, and I'm not seeing anything that would seem to indicate like a number I can go or whatever. I would say it's about on par with some others I've played. The reason that I say that is there have been definitely some other games like Black Mirror, just in relatively recent memory that I remember, that I had trouble getting through in places, right? It's more of a question of I don't know what they're expecting me to do to then piece things together, and so sometimes I might have found some clues that do something like lead me here, but maybe I've not found other clues that I need first in order to then apply here and get more out of this area right now. Does that make sense? So it's that kind of a thing. My brain doesn't always. You've known me for a long time now, so you know. My brain does not always click the same way other people's brains do. And I don't obviously mean that. I do not mean that in any kind of self-deprecating way, any kind of like, down on myself way or anything like that. I'm just saying because my brain thinks about things differently than a lot of other people's brains do, sometimes it presents some difficulty in a game like this where I'm not going about my thought process in the way that the developers did. So there's this missing, and I have to recalibrate and try to come at it from a different angle until I figure out what it is they're expecting me to do, and then the conclusion I'm supposed to reach from having done certain things, right? And there are some games that I very well click with very, very quickly and very easily, right? The Broken Sword games were one of those. Primordia was not super quick, but decently quick. I was decently quick at solving Primordia too. It just, like I said, it just depends on what it is. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It's just, I have to figure things out. There was a lot of stuff that was different in that too, but never again was kind of that way in the puzzle aspects of it. And there also are puzzle aspects to things like Simulacrum that take me a little bit to figure out, but ones that take me longer to figure out, like this, or like Black Mirror, those are the ones just where my brain is just not approaching it in the same way. Yeah, and I'm playing blind. That's right, exactly. I only look up when I feel like I absolutely need to, and I don't. That's when like I cannot envision any other way of approaching the information I have to get some other conclusion. Right? I just keep circling the same things I try over and over again, which happens sometimes. I don't think that's happened yet. We have other things we can look at. Like I've not done a thinky think for quite a while. This is the name. This is the other guy, Christopher T. Dredden. He was also with him. I don't know what that means anything though. I don't believe in any of the notes or letters we've seen there's anybody named CD or CF. There was RF, Mr. RF or whatever, but RF R is not the same letter that Clark starts with. So yeah, I enjoy it. I mean sometimes wears me out, but I enjoy it definitely. I like a good mystery, and I like doing calculating. Yep. Someone dug somewhere. There's a collapsed ceiling. See, I don't think I've done these, but better change my point of view. I do 3, and because he visited, maybe he visited and was somebody who dug somewhere else. No. Ceiling. Someone dug somewhere. No. And then someone dug somewhere, and then Dredden. Yeah. I don't think those connect, at least not with what we currently have. And then these two, Holstone and Redtown, are 2 more on our map that we've not identified. We don't know where those are or where in those places we need to go. Calendar, warning about the police. Packet from Clarkfield and Wilson Street, lost no messages. There's also this Mr. Kerwin. He says in his note about Mr. Kerwin that he thinks Mr. Kerwin could be Lothnolder himself. But even still, even if that's true, a couple things. We have a bit of a problem because Mr. Kerwin, based on some of the other letters and stuff we've gotten, clearly was involved with other people in the whole cult type stuff. Like there are letters about him, and Mr. Kerwin has figured out, and Mr. Kerwin has discovered, that kind of thing. So clearly there's that tie. And then also, I don't know if this is for sure true or if this is an assumption. If this is true, it's possible Lothnolder initially, because he was, so Lothnolder was initially hired as a detective to investigate things that Clark Field talked to him about. But Lothnolder ended up killing Clark Field as part of the religious cult stuff. Okay, see you when you get back. I'm actually going to get a drink, so I'll be back in a sec too. Give me 1 second here. Okay, well, let's see. What else can I... And there might be also some things in some of these that we... This... And maybe this, probably not, but maybe. No, didn't remember if I had checked that or not. So that. Is there anything else as far as that goes? Magical description, maybe. No. Maybe that goes with the Ouroboros. No. Okay. What else? Say again. When the eyes and evil hate, I learned to hide in the darkest shade. Hide in the darkest shade. But before the time of the cursed date, I'll dare to leave the shadows. Don't know. It is possible that it's time for me to, like for this character in the game, not me personally, but I mean that's always that too. But it's possible it's time for me, this character in the game, to just go home and sleep. He does that every so often to get it to move along, so we could try that and see if this does anything. Sorry, place. We could also potentially look at the witch's book again. Doesn't want to sleep. Okay. What do we have in our this? Sir Pickman's poems again. Let's see. There are times when even the howlings of the fearful sirens are not enough to affect one, and there are such times when the withered moon that is hidden behind a cloud can affect and shatter life, which is in the darkness of a cave. Illusions and myths that are long forgotten affect and dominate the imagination unexpectedly. Thus, some people imagine primordial forests in which thousands of unknown life forms are living, dark cities where life ended eons ago, and deserts where the highest towers of those dark cities now are no more, or now are, should not be here, no more than simple pieces of rock revealing only very tiny portions like the tip of an iceberg. They wander in vast crypts which are full of the permanent smell of death, and in places where one can remember that beauty and splendor had once existed, by proving that no beauty and splendor can exist forever. Wonder. And some folk observe fascinating and dreadful details which others miss. And even if these details are sufficient to make them crazy, who can understand their meanings? But these details are carved into the minds of the ones who deliberately miss them. And in time, they change into myths which in turn induce consternation. Sometimes the path that should be dead shows itself cruelly in instant hallucinations and enchanted dreams. In such situations, a person can only have peace when he forgets everything. Fundamental thing is the that really time is the only friend of forgetfulness. Friendships are not eternal. Peace is a luxury which can be obtained through eternal sleep for those who do not have nepenthe. Okay. Next page. Okay, so there it stands under sunlight, a marker to show it's still there, as black as the night, as a night with no moonlight, and its doom is laid so bare. Once suddenly, within devouring fires, it was burning, turning into its black, threatening mark, and the screams were shaking, breaking, and taking away the laugh, which would then only be a whisper, ended with a tremendous hark. All there ended their laugh with this tremendous hark, and the fires devoured their screams as little demons fled with a laugh. Before the dark eyes of the one who ran in dread through the dark, then the house burned and turned into this black, threatening mark. Is this that? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think, I would guess we're not going to get anything more from this particular tale. We've already got quite a bit, so I think probably nothing else. Okay. Next tale. Monstrous eye, I've seen the moon awful and pale and looking upon me in its darkened sail. No blinks, no closing, just staring too hot like the eye of a monstrous god. Winds shouted, and mocking stars were wiped, but the pale, monstrous eye has never stopped. It keeps looking on, as if hating me. Screamed I, what have I done so wrong to thee? And the eye replied with a cacophonic rhyme, Ye were cursed, O ye the devil's mime. But how unfortunate for me, for as ye be under my beams, the thing that's cursing me. How dare ye own the sun's own beams? Without them you're not. All pass ye by. Don't look upon me, ye monstrous eye. Cause when the sun comes, you'll disappear like dreams. Just re-examine what we just read through, see if there's anything in there that's... Don't think so. There's the eye, and there's the reference to maybe the Ouroboros circling an eye, maybe, I think. Can't remember for sure if that was true, though, or if it was the eye and something else. Anyway, there was a mention to an eye earlier. Anyway, pale, lifeless, malicious sentry of night shouted out so that the clouds all flee from sight. And the raging wind suddenly died out to hear what the unblinking eye will say to make me fear. But it has nothing to do yet, still staring at, but it has done nothing, yet still staring at me. Like it was saying, damned thing, I do curse thee. From now on, thee'll always feel my enmity, till the clouds will be thine only ease to eternity. And every night it keeps looking, staring at me, monstrous eye perceive. I too am just like thee. Only the damned ones can safely walk under thine damned beams, till the sun comes out to hinder. Right. Every night when I lose my fight against Lord Hypnos, Isolus sends his curse to me. Fright my diadem of horns, which makes shadows move and floating things arise from their mossy basalt graves to dispel the peace of all lights. I'm trying to think if we have that kind of symbol of the circle, the spiral circle, right? Which is, in like cartoons and stuff. Traditionally, you see that kind of a thing.
in the eyes of the person that's being hypnotized or whatever. And so I know it's not obviously a literal thing, but it's symbolic. And so I wonder if maybe there's something similar to this that ties the Lord Hypnos, but I don't know. Don't think there's anything there. Holds. Clouds of consciousness, deep purple haze. Shrieks, hisses, gently kisses. I don't see. I've looked up and down a couple of times. I don't see anything in here really either. No. No.
No new messages.
It's no new messages, right? I didn't have my headphones on.
No new messages.
No new messages. Okay, so there's that. Not in the mood. Okay, fine. No more drawers to open there. Yeah, so we got to figure out. Welcome back. So we got to figure out something with that clue. A couple of those clues from the cemetery, those will tie into something that we already know, right? So if we look at the map here, so this is the cemetery. Could this mark be the old cemetery's location? This is Ivar's cabin. We don't know either of these. And we also don't know, why are there three different? What is Timbervar? Never heard of it. Holstone, no idea where it could be. Red Town, never heard this name before. Then there's nothing else except for these two that we already know. Yeah, so I already went through Clarkfield's notes again, also. So let me... Yeah, okay. So let me... listen to what the mad prisoner said. Maybe he has clues that I'm forgetting now.
Who's there? Who are you?
Me? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Here, I'll start it again. I got out of the set, so there was an exit from the cemetery. It's just trying to find a particular thing in the cemetery was the problem. So if you want to look at it kind of like here, like this. Okay, so we entered the cemetery from here, and there is west, or there's east and there's west. Okay. What is, I don't know what it is going to be for you. Let's see, this one. Yeah. So there's east, and there's west, okay? East and west, we don't know where to look. So when we try to go forward and look further in, our character says, well, it's too much to search. I don't know what to search for. So these two directions don't go anywhere currently, okay? And then up is where we had that building that had the registers and stuff in it, where we found the note and all of that. Did not find anything there. And then around the side of that had the locked gate and out to the forest. He didn't want to go to the forest. But going back south again, back the way we entered in the first place, we can always do that. At least up to this point, we can always do that in the game. So we were able to leave. It just was, we couldn't really go any farther in. So let me see if this mad prisoner has something he said that I've forgotten.
Who's there? Who are you?
Me? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? The world is trembling, mate. It's trembling.
Trembling? You mean the earth tremors?
Tremors? Tremors!
Are you okay? Is someone holding you prisoner here?
You? Did you come from the depths? From down there? Huh? From that damn darkness?
What do you mean, depths?
Depths! Bowels of the earth! Unlit hell! Hell! Hell!
This place, what is it?
It's a link. It's a link! It's a link between what's above and what's below. Below, down there, in the depths. I've seen it. I've seen it, I tell you. Seen what's down there. Oh, and heard the sounds.
This man, whoever he is too insane to help me. But who is he? Why is he being kept in here?
Yep. So that was not additional information that I didn't have from other sources. So there are other places like Edward Pickman's poetry that talks about depths and hell and stuff, and that there's a link. I don't see why these would be related, but let's do it just because. Okay. So no. Yeah, okay. I mean, I've got these things I pulled out of the statue also, and I don't know what to do with them. What is this? It's like a knife or something. If this were Harry Potter, I'd say it maybe is a wand. Did I already look at this before? Oh, I don't know if I remember looking at this or not. Oh, I did, yeah. That's right, I pulled... I don't remember what it was now, but I pulled something out of there earlier in the game. I forgot that was this drawer. Alright. Need a wand. Believe that I found the wooden sculpture. Can't tell what kind of tree it came from. Be handy if we had like a library or something that would tell us, but I don't. There's a quite extensive library at Clark Field's place, but the problem is that the books don't really... Well, there's always the possibility. Hang on, let's go back there for a second. I mean, I've not tried it. I'm not expecting... Oh, wrong way. That's back to my back inside. I'm not expecting it to do anything, but it's always possible that, because I have not done it, that it might be something that will work for me. So if I go over to his study and I go inside where he has all these archaic tomes. I mean, it's not like huge, but it's a decent sized library, right? Very old books, volumes of forgotten lore. Now, if I do this, okay, it's not giving me the flashing anything. What about the bug? Also no, so that's also not going to work. Okay. Trying to think. This, I guess, a rusty dagger. But no, okay. Now, it is a rusty dagger. Was there, like, an envelope or something I needed to open? I don't think so. But I can't remember for sure now. It's not gonna go there. Or there. Trying to think. Oh, I don't think I'd find anything here, but it's possible. He says this is locked. So I could try this maybe. No, it's not doing anything. And if I do this, he just says it's empty and wonders what strange things were in there. So we can't open that. I've already opened that and listened to the tapes. Oh, you had lag? Sorry about that. Clock stopped at 6:55. Unreadable paper. I don't think... I mean, the leaf and the bug don't make sense on that. Piece of paper and furniture randomly scattered about. I've already looked at this before and got the one paper on Dressage, and I'm trying to remember. I don't think there's anything else with this, so I don't think that's going to be helpful. What else? Let's see. In here's just moths. I really don't think there's anything else, although there might be, like a closet might be shut or something, and maybe we can access that if we use the letter opener or the rusty dagger. It's possible. Not likely, but it's possible. See, there are the moths here, but he just says moths. Doesn't do anything with them. I wonder, bug probably no, right? You don't like to eat the bug? Okay. I'm sure you don't like to eat this. You won't like to eat this either yet now. Okay. We can go farther in, but again, we can't really do... As far as I remember, it's possible I missed something, but as far as I could tell, there's nothing you can do in here. Really, it's just kind of a dead end that is in the game, but doesn't really help you in solving things. Okay, not this room, I don't think. I'm trying to think. Oh, there is. I don't think I can use it on it, though. But there is in here. On the left, there's this closet. It says it's locked. I don't think I can use this on it, but it doesn't hurt to look. Yeah. No. Because I can't even use the normal keys on it either. I think it just stays locked unless we end up with a special item, I guess, maybe. Like, that'll open it, but I don't... As far as I can tell, that's not going to be a thing. This doesn't mention the Ouroboros as well, does it? Or anything like that. This is all stuff about the Versailles and the rituals and stages of elevation in your mind and stuff. Like, historically speaking. Like, here's just Versailles, for example. Nothing, right? Yeah, okay. So, speculation. There is speculation that even if a parchment like this does exist, it probably resides in the collection of some rich occultist. Which is what we're dealing with, right? These rich occultists. Unknown cult that worshipped. So this might be, these guys might be worshippers of Apep or Apep instead of Ma'at, whatever. I don't know what the asterisks are. Is that just missing text? Or is that... Oh, no. These are over here, right? Apep. Yeah. Deification of chaos and darkness. Oh! As seen, Apep was seen as a giant snake, crocodile, serpent, or in later few cases, a dragon. But he doesn't find that interesting. But I do. So screw you, MC. I'm more important. I find it interesting. Because this is what these rich occultists worship, right? These guys that showed up at the cemetery, they're clearly Apep worshippers based on this. This is according to some Egyptologists, so there's some degree disagreement with them. Important thing is, once again, allusion to the hallucinogens. We know there were mushroom cults in the Sahara Desert long time ago, from petroglyphs. And the fact that text in the diagrams of the book completely corroborate these historical truths proves that Wolfgang Schneider had written about the summoning the one who lies beneath may be true. Where was the first asterisk? Eleusinian Mysteries, and then the Kykean Drink. Eleusinian Mysteries were annual initiation ceremonies for the cult of Demeter and Persephone based on Eleusis in ancient Greece. Of all the mysterious celebrations of ancient times, these were held to be the ones of greatest importance. These myths and mysteries began around 1500 BCE, later spread to Rome. Rites, cultic worship, and beliefs were kept secret for initiation rites, united the worshiper with God, and included promises of divine power and rewards in the afterlife. And then the Kykean drink was an ancient Greek drink made by barley water. It was drunk in the Eleusinian Mysteries, at the Eleusinian Mysteries. Yeah. So this is interesting, and there is that connection that I just made, but not something that he's going to pick up as a clue so we can move forward with more stuff in the game, right? So that's a bit unfortunate that we didn't get more out of that. I've done this like 12 times in this game now. But let me take one more, now that we have more with the cemetery, let me take more look at this and just see. Okay, old and now unused Moorland Cemetery. Okay. When it says these notes describe the notes he made, that's the same thing as nothing particularly interesting. I've said that before, but just as a reminder. Old now unused cemetery called Moorland Cemetery. Stood right at the part. It is some nights. Strange doors indistinguishable. Some people use roughly the path which passed 150 meters west of the cemetery. Relate that they saw some tortuously twisted silhouettes and heard some howling, screaming, and squeaking sounds they couldn't identify. The rough pathway passed 150 meters west of the cemetery. Relate what they saw. Some tortuous silhouettes, howling, screaming, squeaking. Okay. So nothing there. Started by recording at 2:48 a.m. It was so dark and overcast it was almost impossible to see the surroundings. Use a small flashlight, but I had to be very cautious because the rumors about some grave robbers who plundered old graves are spreading all the bones around in a disgusting inhuman manner. The metallic half-open door of the notorious tomb had some figures and figures, because he's British probably, right? And half reliefs similar to both Rodin's Gates of Hell. See, how does this not help you find a description so you can look at different tombs and go, oh, this might be the one I want? It was rusted and it started to crumble away, the effect of the passing years. The spacious interior smelled really awful. Cover of the stone tomb was broken and the interior was visible through an opening. Okay, the floor of the tubes collapsed into a wide underground hole. Used that during a strong earthquake 4 years ago. Some parts of Brankston collapsed into underground holes. Caves think the earthquake is a reason for the cholera's tomb. I recorded both the interior of the tomb and the building surrounding. It's not especially interesting, though, apparently. And that's his cellar, that's his bedroom, and that's the well. None of those are going to be back out there. Yeah, that's Christopher T. Dredden is where we got that note. We added that. Huh. Yeah, I did have a thought about back at the cemetery, though. Let's try that. Do a lot of wandering as I try one thing, and if it doesn't work, try something else. And if that doesn't work, try something else. Just keep doing a lot of wandering back and forth. But I think maybe go back to the cemetery. So yeah, so see this, we came from here. So we can go back out that way. These two ways are the ways where he says it's too much to search. I don't have anything specific to look for. And then this comes to this place. And this is where we cannot go farther along that way or whatever. Did have a thought. Okay, so I kept showing you this where we found these notes, but there is also let me just check this really fast as well. Yeah, okay. We've already got whatever was there. I can't remember now. Anyway, we got over here though. Okay, so we have these steps. I have already tried to look at doing something with these steps, like looking behind them or under them or something, and I've not had any success yet, at least. But these come over here. And then this, he says, it's removed. The place looks like it was internally or intentionally destroyed by someone. Not going to use the dagger on that. And then if we look up here, he says, I wonder if there was a room up there. Implying that there probably was. But I cannot... Trying to think. Oh. There is, because if you're going to make a mixture, you want to grind things up. Potentially like berries or something into a powder, right? So what happens, let's leave the cemetery. I know, like I said, doing a lot of wandering as another thought that comes to me. What if... Leave all this behind. This. Yep. What if we go back to Clark Field's place again? Okay, we go back over here to this side room. Around the long about way before we get there, but then the side room. And he said over here that there's a grinder, right? Can I grind this? Maybe the leaf? No? Still no, huh? What about the leaf? No. So we cannot grind those. Okay, so maybe the grinder was a big bust. Dang it. Okay. What is this smoke? It's terrible. I can't stand it. Defy. Yeah, no, okay. And I can't put the stuff in the grinder. I mean, there's got to be some point at which I use some of this stuff, right? But apparently we're not there yet. It's possible we go to the cabin, Ivar Bergen's cabin. Maybe there we put stuff in that pot where we had the paint thinner before. That's possible. While I'm here with these glass things, I don't think I use these on them, but just in case. Alright. Now, over there is mainly just pretty much diagrams. Yeah, okay. Well, I already looked at this cage, or tried to look at this cage before, right? Yeah, nothing, okay. And the kitchen's here, right? Pot with thinner. No, this won't work. I think I can use this here. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Oh, yeah. I was like, where's the putty? But it was talking about how I used the putty before. Yeah. And that is correct. I did use that, so that makes sense. So I can't put anything new in that. What do I... Is there a flame somewhere? I mean, technically there are flames. Doesn't mean I can interact with them, though, right? Yeah, see, we're done with this. No more maps. That's all finished. We got, from the one statue, we got the imprint. I don't think there's anything more there. Also, no interacting with that one. This door's still locked, I think. Yeah. Still locked. Both of those are as well. See, here's this symbol. We don't need that anymore because we already copied that down. We are not copied down. We like saw the other note or whatever it was that had the eye symbol, and then we're like, oh yeah, that's the connection. We already did that. So here's what the prisoner is. There is, I mean, we grabbed it before. There is this candle here. Can I? Probably not, but nothing with that. Or that. Or that. He's probably gone mad. There's no use in talking to him. Yes, there's no more from this. Unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately. I don't know. Would we go insane if we talked to him too long since he's already insane? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Is this Serenity and Firefly with the Reavers and stuff? Probably not. There's nothing in here except for the coat. And I don't think... But we might... use a dagger on the coat? No. Alright. Metallic candle holder. I only have this while I'm here. Like while I'm in this prisoner's chamber and stuff. There's no other point in time when I have that. Making me think we just don't use it, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. Doesn't make sense. I don't think it did, but I figured I'd try it. Burn the map, the only map we have? Probably not, right? Whoops. Whatever. Okay, anyway. And then this, he just says he doesn't see anything more. Yeah. Nothing more to take. I did think that I had already examined this, and I don't believe I ever saw anything that indicated I could leave it easily. I mean, eventually, like years later, I could dig through or something. We don't have that kind of time in this game situation, right? So go across this. Oh no, that's right. I was thinking of one door farther for some reason. Wasn't piecing together that I wasn't quite as far. Now the room across. But again, I don't necessarily expect to find anything here. Just trying to review places I've been. See, and there's the clear tie to that with what's been described in newspaper articles, but nobody... That's empty with some straw. I could turn that off and go in, but it doesn't really matter. And I already got the putty from the side of that and used that earlier. Monmouth, good day. Still trying to poke my way around blindly, see if I can figure stuff out. Not had a whole lot of luck. I think we already tried looking at stuff here, right? And there wasn't anything in this little in-between area. Yeah, I don't think we ever did anything in this. I tried, so I have the, as a reminder, the leaf here and the bug, the insect that I got from that one wood carved figurine or doll or whatever, a statue. But I've been trying to see if there's a way I can use that with something. There are a limited number of like objects in the world that I could see potentially using those with. So I went to Clark Field's place, tried to use them in the grinder in that back room or that side room, but that didn't work. There's the paint thinner bowl we have here that we used earlier on the paintbrush and stuff. I know it's paint thinner, so it'd be bad. Probably wouldn't work anyway, but I tried doing something with that and that didn't work either. Trying to see... We don't just combine these, right? That doesn't make any sense, I don't think. But let's double check. If I try to use this on that. No. Or use this to cut slices of this. Yeah, no. So I don't know. Try different combinations. Ah, cool. I'll be right back. Use the bathroom. We had early on tonight, you probably noticed this, Faux Fox, or very, very possibly did. Early on tonight, we had a couple of visitors. Some of these folks that I see from time to time, like they'll stop in and say hello, but they don't have a lot of time, so they just hang out for a little bit and then take off. It was kind of cool to talk to them a little bit. Mr. Monster, is that it? And then the other one is DKSA. Okay. So this is to leave. Go ahead and go back out. So we can't use this anymore. I don't really think there's anything else in this room other than the way down. If I'm honest, I don't think there's anything else here. Now we've been to the cemetery. Does he still just look at the mountain? Oops, not what I meant. Not me to exit. It's not really showing me what it was used to show me either, so I guess I got that clue enough times it's like, okay, you're done. No more. One with a baby named Eliza? I'm not sure to what you're referring, Po Fox. What do you mean? Pleiades. Too close to that, it's not really going to... Oh. I see. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah. DKS. That's DKS. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's a solid guy. Seems to be, anyway. I mean, I don't know him super well, just through, like, chat and stuff, but he's a really nice guy. Yeah, see, so we have Mr. R. We have Mr. FV. There's Mr. Kerwin, of course. See, so our character is... What's the word? Our character is inferring, I guess. It's not quite the word I was looking for, but it's close enough. That Mr. Kerwin is Loth Nolder. It seems like he might not have enough information to make that assumption, but he has. So... See, so Monmouth, I don't know if you're still around at the moment, but if you are, this is the thing that I was finding kind of strange. So I guess first let's do this. We have ring with a snake figure, or figure, or however you say that. According to the Watchman's notes, those people were wearing black rings on which there's a snake figure biting its own tail. That's also called an Ouroboros. An Ouroboros is a snake in a ring shape where the snake is biting or eating its own tail. Okay? So if I go to the second letter, there's this reference here. I think that the sign with an Ouroboros around it serves as a key or source for the others. But it didn't ring a bell. It doesn't find anything interesting with that. So I don't know. I don't know. Do we? I can't remember, but I don't think we ever saw a John D somewhere in particular, right? In fact, let me just, I don't think so. Because I'm guessing he would point it out himself also. But let me write down the different, like, John D, Mr. FV, all of those. Oh, I did already. Here we go. I've written them down. Let's see if any of these match anything in any news articles or other kinds of things. So there's Mr. Kerwin, and that doesn't match anything as far as we could tell. There's another one that I'm not thinking of that's... Charles Dredden? What was it? Christopher Dredden. CD also does not match any of these abbreviations we've seen. So, it's none of those so far. If I look just at other... Oh, one more, I guess. One more. Look at different articles. There aren't a lot here. If I look at articles like here, for example... This isn't going to be helpful because this is more of their notes to each other. So that's not what I want. I'm talking like an actual like that. So, no articles in there in the kitchen. No articles over there. We just verified on the upper room, and then nothing below either. So no more articles here, pretty much period. So this is not the place to look for articles. We can go once again to Lilith Nolder's office, but I don't believe anybody in the article is similar in name or anything to what we have here. We could see though. I'll double check. Pretty sure I looked before, but I'll look again. TK is not one of the people we have abbreviations for. No. David R. Hydson. That'd be maybe DR, maybe DH, neither of which shows up. There's a John D, but that's the D in the wrong place. There's not even a Mr. H. Or a Mr. D, for that matter. There's a John D, but not a Mr. D. Yeah, so none of these are going to work. The only thing in there is the code we used for the maps, which we already used up. We can't access the maps anymore. We got the one we need. And what was the other one? There was one other thing I thought. Oh yeah, this thing with the legends. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no real other than like Yathar being like, you know, the name of the myth or whatever. But otherwise, there's not really anything name wise in this. So that's not useful either. Yeah, there's almost nothing here that we can access at the office. So, we can go back to Clark Field's place. He had several places of notes. Still surprised that I cannot access this as like some kind of a book or something, but whatever. Yeah, so just go around back in again the side. Over here, and down here. All right. Once again, I don't think there's any. GT is not on here. Not even B for Buck. There's EB, but that won't work, and Buck is a dog anyway. Yep, so not that. Okay, it's Mr. Asimov again, but we don't know. Really don't know who Mr. Asimov is supposed to be. I think I've selected this and did not get anything out of it when I did that before, right? Yeah. Mentions a German immigrant, but doesn't give any names or initials. Okay, and there's technically I did not write this down before. There's also a J-O now with this letter. Whoever that is, but that's not something that will match what we know either. Okay. Oh, that's it's this one I want now. So Officer E Forge. EF, there's EB, and there's FV, but no EF. And then there's Hill, but it's Hill Burial Ground, so that's not going to help because that's a location, not a person. Yeah, so not there either. No news articles over this way to access. In here are drawings and things like diagrams of anatomy and stuff, but no newspaper clippings. I don't think. We think. So drawing with a big eye, there's the drawing of like the rodent or whatever that might be in a tree or something. So like I don't know, like a raccoon or something. I don't know. It's not a raccoon, but something kind of more like that appearance. Anyway, then you move on. There's the thing with the human anatomy, and there is no. Yeah, I don't believe there are any news articles in that room. I've already looked over here before, like when we very first got in here. So I doubt. There's a note written on the back of this photo that reads Jonathan Clark Field. Mr. Field said that he and his brother did not get along. It's the only family picture here. will not interact with that, so you can't try to fix it yourself, which is probably a good idea. Okay, so nothing with those articles. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I've already checked those before, but it doesn't hurt in case I missed something, right? Then we go to this far room here. There are no articles over here. Nothing to get except to listen to this kind of droning noise. But you can do that in this room too, so... Anyway, the hall doesn't really matter. HG, we need a D lowercase e G, G something. Also, if he's reporting the gunshots, it's likely he's not going to be in one of the list of names of people that are in the same cult or group or whatever together. Yeah, I didn't see anything in that bottom one either. There's nothing in the back room for that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll go to our office. Probably still won't find anything, but it's possible. Maybe there's like a name on here, kind of like what I was just searching. See if I can find Morris Digger, MD. That's not here at all, though. There's DEG, but that's not Digger. There's John D. That's not Morris. So this does not match any of the information I have. Back, welcome back. Lothnolder, yeah. LG is not there. There's Lorraine as us, I think. Yilmaz, no. Officer Bronislav, no. There's Asimov is the closest to Bronislav we get. It's not, which is not close at all. It's not even slightly close, so. And then there are other stuff here uses their files and stuff, and that's all for him to sort out another time on his own. I don't care. I'm trying to investigate this Lothar thing, so leave me alone with your other stuff, guys. Come on, back to my apartment or my house, I guess, maybe. I'm just going to make sure this didn't change somehow. I don't think it did. Yeah, still no doors through which to enter. Welcome, third person, whoever you are. Thanks for joining me. Oh, that was. I was gonna go look at read potentially I don't know if I have any though, but news articles maybe, and then I just leave because I was searching the hall. So I guess I was done here. Rubaiyat, one of his favorite books of poetry, but. Doesn't. He's not in the mood for that, and there are no messages. If you look at the witches thing again, yes. I've looked at this like 1,200 times, so I don't know if it's really much of a point. Actually, in this case, too, this is just poetry, so this isn't going to mention anybody's names, right? This isn't going to have actual people's names. It's just going to say she and they and the witch or whatever type stuff. So... But he doesn't want to sleep. So there is something more I have to do. I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm probably not going to cut open the pictures in my own place. That's kind of silly, right? But well, might as well. I don't know if I have a glass here, but do I maybe in the bathroom? Do I maybe do something with the bug and the leaf while I'm here? Like somehow look for... I don't know. Once again, had me go in the wrong direction. The cemetery again. This record being hidden in stairs somewhere, or under stairs, or whatever is really... This is kind of under the stairs. Not really, but kind of. Maybe. But I can't interact with anything on this, right? I don't understand. If I'm supposed to use this, why I cannot do anything with it. I mean, things like this I just can't do, right? There's no interaction available. Jimming the lock or something. No. There's also this other desk over, or a couple desks, I guess. There's this. This is more of just the head, though. Giant head. Which is sitting around. Apparently where it's supposed to be. I do not... Let's see. It's part of the rug. Part of the design of the rug. I was like, was that a button or something? No, it's just part of the design of the rug. What is... So this was there. There's not... anything? Really? I do not know how I'm supposed to progress at this point. Yeah, it's a good setting. I like it. It's a little limiting right now, which is a little bit not frustrating is not the right word, because it's not, I'm not upset or anything or irritated or anything like that, but it is a little taxing, right? To try to constantly be hunting for something. You have no idea what you're hunting for. I'm pretty sure it's around here somewhere because it has to do with the steps at the cemetery, but... And I've tried a couple of different things on that too. I've tried steps in here, multiple sets of steps, right? The steps right here, the steps going up into the stone area, the actual stone steps themselves, all the way those steps at the top that were destroyed below the room that used to be there, and the steps outside. I've tried all those, and none of the steps here too. Like none of these steps. All the steps, and none of the steps are anything except just nothing. They're you can walk on. So it's tiring, right? It's kind of confusing and tiring because you're just hovering the same things again and again, trying to figure things out. Like I said, not frustrating at all. Just kind of, you know, it wears me out. We know there's the mention. Oh, so I'll go back in really fast to point this out to you, since you came after I'd already said this to Fox, just so that you know you kind of understand where some of my thinking has been. So there's this. Okay, where he says the registers of this and smaller crypts were separated from the others and put into a secret section under the steps of the cemetery building, which they last visited. So not this cemetery building maybe, but the last one they visited. But if that's true, I need to know where it was they visited. And I've tried different things by looking at references, like stuff with the snake figure and the Ouroboros and whatever, trying to figure, and I've not been able to figure out. I don't know. See this one more time. See if he gives me more information, but I feel like we've already got what we're gonna get. It seems there's a secret compartment in this building. So he does say in this building. Under the steps. Not this, apparently, right? Because otherwise, why would you reference what we're already looking at? That makes no sense, right? Unless it's maybe the edges of this, although I did think I already checked this, but it doesn't hurt to try again, I suppose. But I thought I'd already checked this inside this compartment. Yeah. Now he does say in this building. So maybe it's not outside. Maybe it has to stay inside. But I've been trying and I'm missing something. I don't know where the secret compartment is supposed to be. And it has to do with the steps. So it's going to be either here or looking up this way or up above. Shut up. This? Oh my gosh. How am I blind? How am I literally so blind that I didn't see that? I've clicked all around here, but apparently not there. All that time and I could have just gone. Gosh dang it. Well, at least I found it finally. Okay. Here. This must be the secret compartment that was mentioned in the Watchman's notes. It's stuck. I need something to open it with. This is where I use the knife probably, right? There we go. Wow! Well, at least we got it, like I said. Samuel William Poor. The location of his crypts may be written in the old registers. I don't like that we just heard that. Did somebody enter? As far as I've seen so far in this game, there aren't timed events in this kind of a way, so while I'm looking at this, but still. Okay, maybe not. I can't highlight things on this page. Oh, here we go. Samuel William Poor, West Side. There we go. Here, William Poor. His tomb is on the western part of the cemetery, but its location is not legible. Part of the register is covered with a substance. Okay, so I need... What do I need? I need something to clear the substance, maybe? Let's see. William Poor's tomb. Oh, it's unreadable in the registers. It seems I have to find it myself. It's in the western part of the cemetery, though, for sure. Okay. Alright, let's... Nothing more, though, I think, right? Probably nothing more. Alright, so let's... It is all just the same. I mean, way up here is the hitbox, too. Yeah, so it's all going to be just that. Okay. So I back out. Okay, it's been a while, but let me... All right, let's go west side. Go west side. This is the west. See right here, it's the west side. Okay. All right. Tomb of William Poor should be here. Okay, I guess we can keep going. I don't know that one way is better than the other. Let's just go this way. Okay. That's gonna be... Let's go... Oh, we cannot go down this way. Okay, so that's not a way. This is that, yeah. This. It is deformed, but this must be the symbol of the ring, which the Watchman mentioned. So could this be Poor's crypt? like that noise. This should be William Poor's tomb. These statues? This place too? Yeah, more of these friggin' lizard head statues, right? The Saurians. That's great, I guess. Okay. Zoomed in, but it doesn't look like I'm able to do anything with the lid. This one? Also no. Okay, so further down, I guess. Seems like it has to be. See anything? Jeez. Haha! They really tried to do jump scares here, aren't they? Suddenly you hear some sliding stone or clanking door or something. You're like, what the? Yeah. Door is locked. Locked tomb door. Ah, there's this though. So I need to use discs of some kind, I guess. They don't like move or anything. None of these things I have look like they will really do anything. So, what I need... Let's see. Okay, oops. Drag it. Locked tomb door. Digital organizer. Ceiling dug somewhere. Door below the tomb of William Poor is locked. They have a key somewhere or something? Once again, but nothing here. It's a little odd that you could zoom in if you don't do anything, but maybe it's just for effect, like when you first come in here, like I did, right, where you're investigating, trying to figure things out. Maybe. We're gonna find discs. Not sure. strange but deformed symbol. It's not clear, but I think I see a snake biting its own tail. Yeah, this is an Ouroboros, so... He had mentioned there being rings. Don't see anything on the outside of the tomb. What would I use for the rings there? I don't anticipate we're going to find anything elsewhere in the cemetery, but as he can't even look at these other things more closely. They just are there. It's basically like no bother. Or why bother, right? Don't even worry about it. Oh, there's this. What's this? Poisonous smoke is dispersing from below that tomb. Well, that's interesting. So that's gonna be a thing later, probably, but right now, I don't know what we do with that. This is a similar poison, though, to the poison in that pot over at Clark Field's place. Crypt of the bookcase, 'cause that's the best place for a bookcase. That's right. For, you know, all those years you're gonna be rotting in your coffin. Obviously, you need to spend that time contemplating and studying, trying to improve yourself as a dead person, right? So, whoops. I looked over here. Yeah, I cannot go that way. So I don't know. It looks like we need discs of some kind, but I don't know how we're going to find the discs. Like where those are going to be. I don't remember seeing any discs or anything in there. And I don't know. He doesn't want to go into the forest right now. So we're not going to do that. He says I don't want to leave the place, but I mean, we can go elsewhere. We can leave the cemetery, just not that way, right? So... there were not any discs in here, right? They were just books. Yeah, just registers. And over here underneath this is just the one reference to having hidden registers elsewhere. Can't look in there. Cannot look in here at all. That's nothing. That's nothing. I don't think there's anything over here either. We can examine that, but we can't do anything with it. Yeah, we no longer have that dagger. That dagger was a one-time use for that only, so... where would we find disc-like things for keys, or like to act almost like keys to open that lock or whatever? Very strange. I'm really not sure what I'm expecting. But something should allow me to open that lock, right? Because the thing is, it's not a matter of not figuring out the combination. I couldn't even turn like those disc things on William Poor's tomb, if I could talk. So I don't know if I can't even turn them. That's a bit of a problem. All I have, the closest thing I have to anything I could use as a tool are keys. But keys, it's not gonna... He's not gonna want to wander here, right? Yeah, he's not gonna wander this thing, so there's no point in doing that. Okay, where am I gonna find discs? I'm trying to think of anywhere in Clark Field's place that I've not already been, or anywhere in the cabin, Ivar Bergen's cabin, I've not been, and I'm not thinking of anything. Because sometimes you need that in between. Let's go home and see if we need to sleep. Usually he says something like he's super tired or something, though, or he's not feeling well. I didn't get that either way, so I don't think it's going to be time to sleep. Maybe, though. Yeah, he doesn't want to sleep. I do have this ring down here that he's not done anything with previously. Does he not want it this time either? Ring was left to me by my father and given it to him by his father. My father says, symbol is a symbol of our family. Very precious to me. Yes, that's all he says. So that does not help me for this. Oh, and this top thing is just clothes or whatever. Nothing I can access. So, yep. Nothing there. How am I gonna get a disc? Also, we're still waiting on Arthur to call us back, but he hasn't. Right? Let me go double check, but I don't believe. I think we need to have. Oh, I can check my answering machine though, in case he left a message. Yeah, no new messages. You know what? Is there? I think I looked before though, right? Is there an audio where I can lower? Yeah, music. What in the music? Why is music like crazy loud? I don't even know. Okay.
No new messages.
That's much better. The music is not nearly so loud. I feel like there's a bug in the game where the music skyrockets for some reason. Maybe when you first get in it or something. I don't know. Because I feel like I've adjusted that before and it wasn't that loud and now it is or something. But maybe not. So not my place. Don't want to sleep there. Rings. Let's try Clark Field's place again. And then we could try the cabin again. There's something, some kind of rings or something somewhere we could use. It's possible something in like maybe the back room over here. Because this was a locked, of course the other one was too, but this was a locked door. So it's possible there's something in here. But see, this is what I was talking about. This here, when you open this, he gives the same kind of response he did when we were in the cemetery just a little bit ago. And there was that hole where he talks about being like noxious fumes, basically. Similar kind of fumes, right? What is this smoke? It's terrible. I can't stand it. Right? So there's some kind of connection there, obviously, I think. But I don't know what it is. I gotta use the bathroom again. Be right back. I mean, there aren't rings here, though. Or anything similar to a key. He just says this is what's blocking it, but you don't actually look in it ever. So that's useful. I don't know if I've looked at these before, actually. I must have missed this box. I swear I tried clicking the box. I must have missed it, though, because I don't remember this. Or I've done it and I just am, like, my brain is broken. It's possible, too. Brother, with increasing anxiety, I realize that my special work and the items necessary for it are starting to attract attention. I'm writing to warn you that your activities may be under similar scrutiny. In the course of my recent investigations, I've started wandering around the most ancient and desolate cemeteries in the area. I feel curious eyes upon me despite the fact that these places are desolate and far removed. If I were younger, I would show them the cost of such meddling. Alas, I'm not a young man anymore. Those pursuing me are obviously part of an organized movement. I must refuse your heartfelt request. As you know, this house holds many secrets, and for this reason I must remain here. I've emptied and demolished the small wooden shed in the backyard that served as a laboratory. All of the things that shouldn't be seen in the light of day have been buried far away from here. During the dead of night, I brought all of my lab instruments inside and placed them in a room of the house. This will be more secure and will attract less attention. I plan to keep all the curtains closed, although that may attract even more attention. You are doing similar research and should take the same precautions. Take care. Okay. Started wandering around. Ancient desolate cemeteries in the area. Curious eyes by the fact that those pursuing me are obviously part of an organized movement. No? No, nothing. Okay. Refuse your heartfelt requests. You know, hold secrets, must chain, laboratory. All the things that shouldn't be seen in the light of day have been buried far away from here. During the dead of night, I brought all the instruments to my lab, placed them inside the room of the house. More secure, protect less attention, plan to keep all the curtains closed. That's all probably not, right? And then J.O. again. We had J.O. also earlier. That was the guy that was talking to Mr. Asimov. Okay. That's that. Anything else? Yeah, there's this. What's this? So, suburban or under-earth goblinoids or some such? Interesting. Cycles through again and again and again. Cool, but we can't really analyze this apparently, so... Okay. That is cool, though. I like that. Oh, is that all part of this? I guess, yeah, all these sheets here. That's part of that as well. That's going to be part of it too, yeah. Okay. I guess that's it for that box. Already looked at that. Aren't any rings or anything in here, right? No. Yeah, like I said, I tried these two. This is a grinder here. So I was trying, like, what if I grind them up, right? Can I do the Versaha myself and then, like, go into some kind of trip mode and then, like, learn new stuff or some such? But I guess not. It's a glass, whatever he says, glass device or something, glass object, yeah. But nothing. I don't remember there being any rings or anything in here either, but this is this, and this is that. I don't think there are any other objects over here. Nothing. It's anatomy stuff. But I don't see, don't see anything that I can use on something like that. There's just this drawing. Another one of these glass objects, by the way. Okay, back out. Yeah, the thing is, I just don't know what we need to use to move those, and I don't remember seeing anything in particular that could be used for that, but maybe there is and I'm not remembering, right? It's definitely a possibility there's something somewhere that I'm missing, like a ring. That may also, there's things change, right? So maybe at one time there was a ring I couldn't really access, and then like it wasn't time for it or whatever. Now that will become available to me. That's always possible, right? It says messy, yeah. So nothing new here. It doesn't really look like there'd be anything that we could use on that device anyway. That's just, those are those substances again. Yep. He says there's a piece of fabric, slimy substance. There's anything else we would want to even try to use on that. Okay. So not down here. Doesn't look like. Try this side room again, but I don't think there was anything ever over here either. Not that we could really look at or use. Ancient art, cool. Yeah, sorry, it's not the most exciting. I am not sure what I'm looking for, right? So now I gotta try to like examine every little thing, see if there's anything that makes any sense. Of course, the art's probably less likely. I'm more interested because at Los Nolder's office, there was the one painting you turn around, the backside had something. I'm more interested in that, seeing if there's some kind of a hot spot on one of the paintings we can interact with. Maybe we can open something up or something. And I'm not expecting it to be true, but I'm just saying. All that remains is a bird piece of paper and some plastic is melted. I can't remember what game it was now, but I've been burned on that before. There was some game, some point and click I was playing like years and years ago, like a couple decades ago, and I clicked on something kind of like what I was just talking about. Like there was like a painting or something. I don't even remember, but there was something I clicked and I got something special early on. Later I thought, well, they've already used that. Turned out I needed to do it again on something different, but something similar, like another painting or picture or whatever. I think it was I think it was like a picture in a frame, and I had to slide the picture out or something. I can't remember now. Something like that though. Then I was just like, really? Like I just had to do it again? So now I'm kind of hyper paranoid about missing something from that. Grab these back? No. See, I can't take these back, so I won't be able to use them later on that. See, I feel like this is the kind of situation, like I said, where I need like a disc or something to insert, kind of like I did over there with those rods, in order for me to be in order to be able to even in the first place move those to open the lock or whatever. Upstairs there's not going to be anything, right? Those were all just books and diaries and recordings. There weren't any real objects we could use up there, so I don't think there's any point in going up there. I really don't think we're going to find what we want up there. I don't think these are either, but oh no, I can't even access them. I was looking at these potentially if I could see them. Maybe some secret disc thing we can move or something, but no. Okay. We go back to the cemetery and try one more time without anything special, just in case I'm doing it wrong, I'm going about it wrong, and it actually is a case where I want to just do it myself and it's not like I need an extra object. I'm misreading that, maybe. It's possible. It's definitely possible. Especially because we have so many of these other things like statues and stuff. It's very possible one of these has a secret compartment, secret lever, something, and you can see. Now, how come I can't do anything with this? I can zoom in, but I can't do anything. It seems very strange to me. It feels wrong. Like there should be something I can do, but I don't get any kind of interaction, anything. And even if I like click a whole bunch, right? I'm clicking all around right now. And I still don't get anything. It feels wrong. Like I just am not doing something right. I don't know, and I analyze these statues, and I don't really have anything I can do either. There's nothing in these windows, right? These side windows? No. Okay, let's just go straight down to the puzzle again, see if I could do it. Okay. I'm trying to drag? No. I click? No. Cannot click these symbols here. Nothing happens, as far as I can tell, when I do these. I mean, except for the odd circumstantial sound effect that happens, but I'm pretty sure that I'm not doing anything. I'm sure that's just a general sound effect for the tomb. Right click gives me this, but I mean, yeah, see, and there's that too, right? When I do this and I go like this, so I could use something on these. That's what also makes me think, okay, so it's probably an object I need or something, right? But also no. Okay. This won't work, I know. Oh, there is. I didn't even think about that. It doesn't look the same. So I wasn't thinking it would be the same thing. But maybe there's that drawing at Clark Field's place. It's like a giant eye plus a bunch of things circling. Let's, maybe that's actually tied to this. And I just didn't realize it. Let's try that again. Oh, wrong way. Went the wrong way. Let's back up this way. Go back to his place. Okay, so in that side room, it doesn't look quite the same, but it has a giant eye, and that had eye symbols all over it. So that's how I'm making this tie. It may be, it's a tenuous tie, and it may not even pan out at all, but no, not here. Where is it? Oh, over one more. Whoops. This one. Yeah. Right here. This. Yeah. This is the same basic shape. So how do I... Because I don't have an eye to use. How do I get one? There is at the cabin, there's that giant eye on the wall, but I can't remove that, can I? I don't think I can remove that. It doesn't seem like that's correct. Hopefully nobody's here. Every time I come here, I worry that somebody might show up or something. But, okay. So I go back down over here. Over here. Down. Right here. There's an eye, right? But I can't do anything with this now. Yeah. Is there something in this room that I need? But the door's locked. So I don't know. This is the same, right? This door, yeah. Let's see. It almost feels like I need to get in here because the eye is by this, right? But what can I use to open the door? I really don't know. Pretty sure this is not, yeah. It's like you don't use anything on the door itself, so I don't know. Okay, is there looking around the door or something I missed? Does not seem to be true. Everything seems to be just this one door that I cannot open. It's possible this is a bit of a red herring too. That this just means stay down the right side, and so maybe I need to access something on the right, like this room, maybe. But this is just those rifles. Nothing particularly special about these. You say the same thing, even though it's the edge. So that's all. It's all the same. Turn this off again, in case there's something inside the cage that I've missed. There's the straw he saw before. This is obviously something very important or dangerous was kept here. But don't know what that is. I've already like super analyzed this before. Spent a really long time looking at all these walls. So I'm pretty sure there's nothing here that I've missed. It's not like the box that was under that table at Clark Field's place. Because that was, I just was passing. I didn't spend a really long time looking. I spent some time, but I didn't spend a really long time. Here, I like literally like inch by inch on that wall trying to find something before. So technically, I already did it here though too. So I don't know. What else? Farther. That's just the mad prisoner and then Clarkfield's coat that has nothing left in it, and that's really all that's in there. There's something over here again that I missed. Could be. No. Not that. We got the clay imprint from the back of this before, and then we ended up using that to do the ink blot. But I don't think... We're not going to use that again. That doesn't make any sense. We still have the thing with the ink blot anyway. Nothing with that. No. No. Okay. Not getting into there. And this is locked. Yep. Very puzzling. We're gonna need presumably an amulet or some such, right? But I don't know where we're gonna find one. This would be the place, if anything, I would guess. But don't know. See, I swear this sound has jumped in volume again. See, it's bugged. It's it literally is bugged. Let me turn the music all the way down. Like it always jumps hugely in volume for no reason at all, except that there's a bug. Already looked up here, but look up again. Nothing on the end of these to pull off or something. Oop. Yeah, so those are really just pretty much decorations. Like, ooh, they look nifty. Right above here is nothing. Yeah. Okay. We cannot go any farther this way, apparently. Already looked here, and this is just the book? Or the journal? Yeah, this is just the journal. There's not anything lying around. Can't go any lower to look down at the boxes or the crate or anything. If I do this, you just get that we've already examined. Okay, so not that. This is this mention. Talisman, I think, is like more like the idea is like a warding or maybe summoning talisman or something. I don't think they mean like a disc key type thing or something that we would use. I mean, fennel seeds, frankincense, quicksilver, none of those are going to be solid enough to do anything with that, right? So that's not going to be a thing. Useful elsewhere, but not for this. I can't pull this apart, right? You're not going to let me fashion a rudimentary lathe out of this? Okay. I do not know. Okay. Nothing with that. It's just a thing of the light, I guess, right? If I come back here, I can't access it either. Yeah, it's going to be... If you can't do anything with it, then obviously it's not important, so... See, what I'm kind of wondering about is inside here. Can we, like, zoom in on this little box here and do something with this box now? No? Still no? Bueller? No? Nothing? Okay. Great. That's great. What I was hoping was not even close to a thing. Awesome. Those are just letters, nothing else there. Cannot access that box. We're not zooming in on this at all. Jeez, where am I going to find rings to open a tomb or something? Leaves. Ink, there's this, but we're not going to use that. This will just pull the letter. And there's that, which is this thing. Being close by the path near the cemetery. There's nothing behind this chair or anything. Nope, they don't want to do anything with that. Nothing up on top. Nope. Okay. Think of anything in the kitchen? No. Because I've tried accessing, I don't think it fits anyway, but I've tried accessing things that look kind of key-ish here before, and it's not a thing. So... Door below the tomb is locked. Someone dug somewhere. The tomb door is locked. Collapsed ceiling. I don't think this is anything. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I don't think so, but do I get anything new if I come around this way? That's locked still, yep. Okay. You're not going to have me go in the forest, right? Or... yeah, I can't leave this place now. So also no. Also, by the way, why are there these kinds of effectively candelabra, not really, but whatever, like candle stands in that other tomb if it was sealed for so long? Even if, like, Ivar Bergen and all of his, like, friends from the cult brought stuff there to light things up, you're not going to have these candle holders just hanging out there, are you? I mean, I guess these could have been just sitting in there in case anybody ever in the future at some point wanted to look. Seems weird, though. Plus, they've sealed up that door since the time that they were in there looking, right? Why are the flames still lit? You'd think they burned through all of the candles, right? The candles would not have anything left to them, I wouldn't think. Very strange. I can't even rotate this, so I don't think that there's really anything there for us to do. Don't see any items here to use. This was just the journals, nothing else. Yeah. All of this, like even this top part. Yeah, so not there. Already looked all around that. That wasn't anything. I've already zoomed in here, but once again, since we now have that puzzle, no, still no, right? Okay. Great. Don't remember seeing anything in here that I could take with me or anything, so I don't imagine there's going to be anything useful here. That. A little bit frustrating. Now, clearly, there is something I need to do that I can't. How? What is the puzzle there? Do I need to pry? But I tried moving it. I pry that middle disc open so an eye shows up. But like I said, I already tried moving that. Wait, hang on. What is... So if I look at this again... It's a strange but deformed symbol. Not clear, I think I see a snake biting its own tail. It's all the same, though. Use my car keys on it? No. Yeah, I don't have anything like to pry or anything, so I don't think we do anything with this. Or if we do, I definitely don't have whatever we need to do something with it. I don't understand what the point of zooming in here is if you can't do anything. So I feel like this very possibly ties directly to opening that door down below, but I don't know how. Don't know. I go here. I can't do anything with these. No. If I we're going to be able to do anything with a candle stand, it'd be something around here, I would guess, because I'm right friggin' by it, but I'm not able to interact, so there's this one also, I guess, yeah. No, none of that. This one's brighter, so this one clearly is the one that needs to interact, but I mean, also based on the diagram, but I mean, setting it apart as brighter helps kind of imply this is the important one, but I don't know. Alright, well, I don't know. I'm not really coming up with anything new, so I guess we'll save it there for tonight. All right. I tried. I mean, I'm obviously looking at things incorrectly. Not the way that the developers are intending, because it's taking me forever to find stuff. And when I do think I may have found something, let me do this really fast, hang on. When I do think I may have found something, then I just immediately, right after, run into some other obstacle, and I'm stumped again. Suddenly. So, you know, that's fantastic. That's all right. Well, that's gonna do it for tonight. No stream. So the usual, like, what would it be, like 10 or 9.5 hours from now? No stream at that time. Just streaming again at this same time tomorrow. I mean, well, 3 hours earlier than now, but you get what I mean. Anyway, that's gonna do it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Talk to you on Discord or in my videos. Till next time. Peace.
Spider.
Freaking boy.
Oh, that's so sad.